How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. These are the scariest video clips of the week, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. In February 2022, an Arizona family got the shock of their lives when reviewing footage from their motion-activated security camera. An anonymous Reddit user took to the popular subreddit r/ghosts to share an eerie snapshot provided by his mother-in-law. The image clearly shows an elderly woman standing quietly on the back patio at precisely 8:17 p.m. There's just one chilling problem: there was absolutely no one visiting the secluded property at the time. The home, nestled against Arizona's sprawling desert, has a gated yard and is isolated enough to make unwanted visitors unlikely. Even stranger, the woman in the image closely resembles the homeowner's mother, Nancy, who had passed away 9 years earlier in December of 2013. The posture, hair, clothing style, everything matched so closely, the family immediately felt convinced it was Nancy's spirit checking in on them. As the image circulated online, paranormal enthusiasts jumped at the possibility that this could indeed be genuine ghost evidence. The uncanny clarity of the figure left many amazed. It's rare for alleged spirits to appear so distinctly. The case drew the attention of investigative website Metabunk. After extensive analysis, even seasoned debunkers were stumped. With no signs of tampering or photo editing detected, the investigation concluded without a definitive answer. Who or what visited that Arizona backyard remains unresolved. Whether it was a genuine ghostly visitation or just a very strange case of mistaken identity, this haunting image continues to intrigue and unsettle all who see it. In November 2014, Reddit user Comoletti posted to RWTF after discovering something deeply unsettling: a large wooden coffin mysteriously placed in his suburban driveway. Naturally alarmed, Comoletti shared a photo drawing thousands of curious Redditors eager to solve the bizarre mystery unfolding live online. Initially hesitant to approach, OP eventually followed community advice, unscrewing the coffin lid to reveal something even stranger inside: a solitary old-fashioned key and a cryptic note bearing coordinates pointing directly to a German World War II cemetery in Luxembourg. This unexpected twist transformed the situation from an eerie prank into an international puzzle, leaving the community wondering who could have orchestrated such a complex scenario and why. Quickly mobilizing, Reddit's global audience tried to decode the puzzle. Remarkably, a German Redditor volunteered to physically investigate the coordinates, visiting the Luxembourg gravesite just days later. Unfortunately, their on-site search found nothing but ordinary gravestones, no hidden compartments, no matching locks for the mysterious key, and no further clues to unravel. Even more puzzling was the choice of location. Why a cemetery in Luxembourg? Was there significance to the World War II connection, or was it randomly chosen to mislead investigators? Speculation exploded. Was this a macabre prank, a viral marketing stunt, or perhaps an elaborate alternate reality game gone cold? The lack of follow-up or product tie-ins seemed to disprove marketing theories. Some suspected it was a prank from a friend with a twisted sense of humor. But the international component added confusion, as did the difficulty of secretly placing a large coffin unnoticed. Skeptics questioned whether the original poster himself staged the scenario for attention, though the involvement of an independent volunteer checking the European cemetery gave credibility to the story. Nearly 10 years later, this eerie event remains unsolved. Reddit never got closure, no prankster came forward, no ARG was claimed, and authorities were never involved. OP himself never provided a follow-up explanation, leaving the coffin, the key, and the cemetery coordinates lingering as an unresolved puzzle. The strange and inexplicable nature of the event has cemented it as one of Reddit's creepiest and most enduring mysteries, a haunting reminder of how easily the ordinary can become extraordinary when touched by the unknown. In 2015, random internet users received an unnerving email with a chilling message. "You have been selected, where have you gone? We are watching." This cryptic invitation sparked what's now known as the 432 mystery, an elaborate puzzle that lured players from forums like Reddit and 4chan into the murky depths of the dark web. Initially, puzzle enthusiasts eagerly dove into the enigmatic challenge, forming online communities like Reddit's now defunct R432 mystery. Together, they tackled complex ciphers, coded images, and strange references, all curated by an unknown, anonymous mastermind. But soon, the intellectual excitement turned into sheer paranoia. In a disturbing twist, participants' personal details began surfacing within the puzzle itself: usernames, chat handles, and even real-life photos. The players realized the puppet master had been monitoring their chats and forums all along, turning an innocent puzzle into an invasive threat. Speculation surged. Was this an elaborate recruitment tactic echoing the legendary Cicada 3301, a malicious hacker prank, or perhaps something far darker, a psychological experiment by a secretive organization? Even the puzzle's name, 432, ignited wild theories. Some players speculated it referenced the mystical 432 Hz frequency, while others pointed to 432 Hunab-Ku, linking the puzzle to an ancient Mayan deity and hinting at occult intentions. Then, abruptly, by late 2016, the mysterious updates stopped. The subreddit was shuttered and the puzzle went quiet, leaving hundreds of dedicated players stranded without answers. Efforts involving advanced code-breaking software, audio analyses, and meticulous community collaboration couldn't uncover the puzzle's true purpose or the identity of its creator. Today, the 432 mystery endures as a chilling chapter in internet folklore, often compared to infamous online riddles like Cicada 3301. It stands as a stark warning, highlighting how quickly innocent curiosity can spiral into paranoia, and how easily we can become pawns in a hidden observer's game. In an eerie online mystery straight out of a spy thriller, Reddit user throwaway YTF Willa shared a baffling discovery back in 2015 to 2016 that quickly became an internet head-scratcher. After moving to a seemingly peaceful semi-urban farm property, they encountered something utterly inexplicable beneath their very feet. Using a standard Wi-Fi analyzer app on their Android phone, they detected a bizarre cluster of about 25 to 30 identical Wi-Fi networks, weak but perfectly equal in strength, that mysteriously radiated directly upward from beneath a seemingly ordinary concrete slab on the property. This concrete slab, meant to cover just dirt or gravel, suddenly became the focal point of a creepy technological mystery. The OP meticulously mapped out the Wi-Fi signal's strength, confirming beyond doubt that the routers or wireless transmitters responsible for these signals must have been hidden directly underneath the slab. Even stranger, no wires or external power sources were visible, prompting a pressing question: who set up these hidden devices and why? Intrigued yet understandably unnerved, the OP performed multiple amateur investigations to try and unravel the mystery. Drilling small exploratory holes in the slab and pouring water into them suggested a cavity beneath, perhaps hiding tech or equipment. They even employed thermal imaging, hoping to detect heat signatures from running electronics below, but results remained inconclusive. Speculation quickly spiraled on Reddit, with OP themselves voicing a chilling suspicion. Could this hidden setup relate to dark web activities like human trafficking or illegal cryptocurrency mining? Online commenters offered theories ranging from clandestine telecom relay stations or forgotten research projects testing signal penetration underground, to more sinister scenarios involving surveillance or criminal data exchanges. Yet despite multiple posts and follow-ups on Reddit forums like Black Ops and What Is This Thing, the OP found no definitive answers or satisfying explanations. Months passed with no breakthroughs, and eventually the Redditor moved away, leaving the mysterious setup behind. As no authorities or experts were contacted during their residency, likely due to the fear of uncovering something dangerous or complicated, the site presumably remains untouched. With over a decade passing with no updates, this case faded into internet folklore, frequently cited as one of Reddit's spookiest unsolved mysteries. To this day, the hidden Wi-Fi signals beneath the concrete slab remain unexplained. Unless a future occupant discovers more clues or dares to excavate further, we're left with a tantalizingly eerie question mark, reminding us that sometimes unsettling secrets might lie hidden just inches beneath our feet. On April 1st, 2015, Reddit unleashed one of the internet's most memorable social experiments, the button. What began as an April Fool's prank quickly turned into a worldwide phenomenon, captivating over 1 million users for exactly 2 months and 5 days. The premise was simple, yet strangely compelling. A single button appeared at the top of a news subreddit The Button alongside a 60-second countdown timer. When any user pressed the button, the timer reset back to 60 seconds. But there was a catch. Each Reddit account could only press once, ever, and only if their account existed before the game began. Adding intrigue, Reddit assigned coloured flares to users based on the seconds remaining when they pressed. Purple, pressed when less than 10 seconds remained. Rare and revered. Blue, green, yellow, orange. And red, representing progressively earlier clicks. Grey, users who never pressed at all. Almost overnight, these flares evolved into a humorous yet intense social hierarchy. Users formed playful alliances, cults, and tribes based on their button-clicking timing. Purples were treated as elite figures, while greys were either wise abstainers or stubborn outsiders, depending on your point of view. This playful experiment swiftly became a lively and intricate community. Participants developed complex backstories, legends, and roles, with groups like the Knights of the Button dramatically waiting until the last possible second to press, heroically keeping the timer alive. Memes flourished, strategy guides emerged, and tracking bots were created to monitor button pressing in real time. But why did millions engage with something so objectively trivial? Motivations varied widely. Some genuinely wondered if hidden significance awaited those who pressed or didn't. Many thrived on competition, desperately chasing the elusive purple flare. Others simply enjoyed the rich creativity, humor, and memes. Still, some viewed it as a deeper commentary on human nature, patience, temptation, and collective impulse control. Inevitably, the experiment had to end. As more users pressed and fewer button saviors remained, the game's momentum dwindled. Finally, on June 5th, 2015, after 2 months and 5 days of sustained drama, the timer quietly reached 0. Reddit simply announced, "The experiment is over." There was no grand revelation or secret prize, just the end of a remarkable communal experience. Today, the button remains legendary as a compelling example of internet culture. It demonstrated how easily a random, arbitrary rule can give rise to complex social dynamics, tribal identities, and collective behavior. It also showed the inevitable cycle of internet interest, wild enthusiasm followed by eventual burnout. Ultimately, the legacy of the button lies in its revealing snapshot of humanity. Our curiosity, competition, cooperation, and the endless allure of simply clicking a mysterious button. Before we get to our last segment, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll always be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy content. On a chilly October night in 2006, Reddit user Sturix and his 4 friends decided to visit White's Bridge in Ionia County, Michigan, a covered wooden bridge steeped in local ghost lore. According to legend, the bridge is haunted by the spirit of a farmer's wife who met a tragic end after being caught in an affair. Seeking a thrill, the friends parked their car on the bridge, turned off the engine, and even lit a nearby scarecrow on fire, testing out a popular ritual. Supposedly, the ghost would push their vehicle forward. What began as playful mischief quickly escalated into a scene straight from a horror movie. As they sat in tense silence, a car door abruptly opened, and to their shock, a woman silently climbed into the back seat with them. She was pale, roughly in her late 20s or early 30s, with long black hair, wearing a plaid shirt and jeans, eerily matching the outfit of the scarecrow they'd set ablaze just moments earlier. The woman calmly explained that her boyfriend's car had broken down nearby, and that she'd interpreted the burning scarecrow as a signal for help. Confused and increasingly unnerved, the friends noticed the woman's odd demeanour. Feeling unsafe, partly due to one friend's awkward attempt to flirt, the driver firmly asked her to leave. Reluctantly, she stepped out and vanished into the darkness. But the mystery deepened. Immediately after she exited, the group drove forward to follow her supposed path. Yet there was no sign of her or any broken down vehicle. The path she indicated was actually a private road marked clearly with no trespassing signs. It was as though she had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only questions. Who was she? How did she approach unseen? And why was she wearing the exact same clothes as the scarecrow? Years later, Stoics recounted this unforgettable night on Reddit's Let's Not Meet subreddit, including photographs of the bridge and the mysterious scarecrow. Intrigued Redditors dissected the event. Some theorized the woman was genuinely in distress, while others suggested a mentally unstable wanderer was attracted by the fire. However, many leaned toward the paranormal explanation, connecting her sudden disappearance and her strange similarity to the scarecrow as evidence of a supernatural encounter. Adding further intrigue, one of the friends involved, Mike, later joined the Reddit discussion, corroborating Stoics' chilling story and reinforcing its authenticity. The group's shared confusion and fear were palpable, and their lack of a logical explanation only amplified the mystery. Tragically, White's Bridge burned down due to vandalism in 2013, ending a historic landmark's legacy, yet heightening its ghostly reputation. This bizarre encounter from 2006 remains unexplained, straddling the line between a terrifying real-life encounter and compelling ghost lore. Ultimately, whether the woman on White's Bridge was paranormal or simply a peculiar stranger lost to the night remains an unsettling mystery firmly etched in local legend and in the memories of 5 friends who hope to never encounter her again.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Now remember to subscribe to our other YouTube channels. We've got Slapped Ham Mysteries, that's more in-depth true crime style stuff. We've also got Slapped Ham Shorts, that's quick-fire, short-form content in your inbox every single day of the week. There's links to those channels in the description box down below there. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.